Yeah, dear friends, I'm Dr. Neeraj Bajaj. I'm a practicing dermatologist. I'm practicing in Delhi since last 25 years. 25th June is World Vitiligo Day, and on this occasion, Glenmark Pharmaceutical Limited has launched a patient awareness initiative. It is called Embrace Yourself, and I'm going to speak um, under that. So first of all, I'm going to talk about what is vitiligo. Vitiligo is an autoimmune disease. By autoimmune means a disease where our body's fighting system is called immune system, starts fighting with its own self. So here our fighting system starts killing our melanocytes. Melanocytes are color forming cells, and wherever there is a destruction of these color forming cells, we get the condition which we call as vitiligo. It just happens on its own. There are lots of theories, but we really do not know why this disease starts. So there are lots of things about this disease which are not clear to a to general public, and there's lots of stigma attached to it. So first of all, most often people are worried about its inheritance. If a person has vitiligo, will children get it? If you look at normal population, 1 out of 100 person gets vitiligo. So it's not a very uncommon condition. 1 in 100 means a huge number. It just says most of them get treated, so it doesn't show. And very occasional person you would look at, and a person who has got extensive disease who has not been is a condition which is difficult to treat, and most of persons get treated, so we don't see too many of them. So in normal persons, it is 1 in 100. If a person has vitiligo, his children, chances of his children getting vitiligo is not 100%. It is 5 in 100. So it is about 5 times higher chance, but it is not 100%. So 90 to 95% of uh, offsprings of vitiligo patients would not get vitiligo. Second, is it contagious? No, it may look different. Person may have multiple colors, white and black, and different shades, but it is not contagious. If you go out and touch a vitiligo person, it's absolutely safe. So there's nothing to really, get worked up about if someone else has got vitiligo, and we can really work with the person and live a normal life. Next, is it harmful? So lots of patients are worried if they have got vitiligo. But what harm does vitiligo cause? It just changes your appearance. It changes your social acceptability. But it doesn't harm yourself the way diabetes or hypertension or so many other diseases cause bodily damage. Vitiligo does not do that. Vitiligo has a certain problem. The skin is white. It becomes more sensitive to sunlight, and all the problems that can occur with sun damage are higher. So you just have to take photo protection. But vitiligo itself does not cause you any physical bodily damage. So it's a disease which is safe for your body in medical terms if we look at it. Can we treat it? Yes, vitiligo is treatable. But there are lots of things. It's easy to treat in younger people. It's easy to treat when we see the persons at early age, younger pair patients. But it becomes difficult to treat if it's been there for a long time, or if the patient has got is in the age group which is older age group. Because in older age groups you cannot give too many medications. The tolerability of body to lots of things is not there. So that is how it is. So it is a treatable disease, and if we start the treatment early at younger age, we are able to treat a large number of patients. Being an autoimmune disease, it is not curable. You see, treat and cure are two different things. So it can always come back at times. If it comes back, you have to treat it again. So there's a certain unpredictability that if a person has become all right, will he stay all right forever, or he'll get it again, or he would need to be retreated. So that uncertainty is there with all autoimmune diseases, be it vitiligo. Next, how we treat it? There are multiple ways we treat it. We give topical medications which have both steroid bases and without steroid bases. We give oral antioxidants. Um, Antioxidants are vitamins that we give. We give oral steroids and lots of other things that we do. Then one of the mainstay of treatment is phototherapy. Phototherapy means using light to treat the condition. Traditionally, also people take babachi seeds. These are Ayurvedic medications. Go out and sun, and it's a traditional way of giving phototherapy. In our modern medicine, we do it in a more calculated and refined manner, and that is a good treatment. Now, another important thing comes: should we treat vitiligo? So, if a person is young, it needs to be treated definitely, because social acceptability changes. There are issues, people don't understand what vitiligo is, so they have lots of there's a lots of unnecessary stigma attached. So it needs to be treated so that the person has a confidence. He goes out and does his work. He goes out, gets married, and there's not difficulty in his social life. But should we treat it if a person is an old person? That's an issue, because it's a harmless disease. So if a person is old through his prime of his life, it's better to reassure the person and treat with the either the local medications, the topical medications. Local means that medicines that you apply rather than giving strong medicines orally. The important thing is that there's lots of unnecessary stigma attached to it. Vitiligo is absolutely harmful. A person who gets vitiligo gets devastated. What has happened to me? No, it's like any other disease. It's just it changes your appearance. I would not really use the word disfigurement, because change in color has its own appearance, which is not really the word ugly or unacceptable would not be the right word. The appearance that has changed, if a person is comfortable with that, if the person accepts that appearance, he can go ahead with life and become whatever he wants to. We have had Supreme Court judges who had vitiligo. We have had union ministers who had vitiligo. We have people who have reached success. I've been dealing with so many people. There are people who get married. They have wonderful lives. They get on with their life better than normal people. So it's something one has not to worry about. One has to treat it fine, but one has not to get so much worried that, oh God, what have I got? No, it's like any other condition. Life goes on, and everyone accepts you after a certain time. At times, if you got vitiligo, someone meets you, he'll look at the white spots. It's a kind of, the person is a kind of curious. And he may not be thinking negative about this, but the person who has got it gets really self-conscious. Oh God, he's looking at me. So that should not happen. Then, when we get small children with vitiligo, parents are absolutely worried. No, the child is not aware of white spots. A small child is not aware of white spots. He's aware of the reaction of people around him. So people around him have to make sure that the child is comfortable, the child is confident, and whatever treatment we give in children, it's very easy to treat, easier than adults, and the response is generally very good. So it's like any other disease. You have to face it, you have to get on with it, and you have to treat it. And unnecessary worrying, unnecessary uh, fears would not really help anyone. So thank you so much, and stay happy on this World Vitiligo Day. I want to tell everyone it's a condition. It's a condition which is much simpler than most of other diseases, and social acceptance has to be there. People have to be educated and aware that this is a condition which is not dangerous, which is not harmful to anyone, and has to be accepted. So, thank you so much, and thank you, Glenmark, for this wonderful initiative, so that this message goes out to people and they live.